Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, where today I want to do a top 10 list and I want to get back into doing top 5s and top 10s and things. So we're going to be doing one today which is my top 10 favourite zombie maps of all time. I'm always getting asked what my favourite zombie maps are, and it was actually quite interesting going back and looking at all the zombie maps and actually figuring out which ones were actually within my top 10, because some of these actually surprised me myself. But with all that being said, let's get straight into the list at number 10. In at number 10 we have Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead is one of the unique maps, which is something I always treasure about a map. If it has something original, even if it doesn't quite work, then I will still appreciate the map more for trying. Call of the Dead was the first and only map to have a consistent boss from round 1. It was also the first map to have changing weather. Even though the fog is quite annoying at times, it fits the atmosphere for the map perfectly. And the wonder weapons were also pretty unique as well, in my opinion, with one of them that turns zombies into people, and another one that just obliterates hordes of zombies, as well as George Romero. In at number 9 is Shangri-La. Shang is one of the more beautiful looking maps within zombies, and this is one of my most looked forward to maps to play once it's remastered in Zombie Chronicles. The scenery alone is well detailed, but this is also a map that I thought pushed the boat out when it comes to innovation. We had two new bosses, the Napalm Zombie and the Shrieker, the monkeys which stole and changed your drops, the pressure plates, the mud pit, and also the spike traps. The Easter egg was an experience too, as you had to do it within an eclipse mode, which I thought was a great contrast to this sunny map. The wonder weapon on this map is also very interesting, as there's 3179 JGB 215 just shrunken zombies and you could kick them. That's a cool idea for a wonder weapon, and I wish more maps would have wonder weapons as cool as this one. In at number 8 is Buried. Buried was something else. I mean, we had a western town underneath Angola, which we later found out that was due to the town being teleported, but this is another map which just visually looks beautiful. I'm disappointed that this is not part of Zombie Chronicles, as this with HD graphics would have been perfection. This map is easy due to the bank system, OP wonder weapons, and the way that the map literally gives you points by drawing weapons, as well as breaking down barriers with Arthur. Talking of Arthur, he was another reason I love this map. He could do a lot for you, like smash the mystery box so it stayed there the entire game. He could hold your crawler, he could just go crazy and kill loads of zombies, and there are lots of other hidden abilities that Arthur actually has. I thought the storyline of Arthur with the king and the king's wolves was very interesting, and how Buried came to be like it is today. I loved the time bomb and the paralyzer, but again, these are just things that made the map even easier. However, one contrast to this map which gives it its difficulty is the maze that you have to navigate around to get to the Pack-a-Punch. This can be worked around by using the paralyzer, but if you don't have that weapon, then the maze can be the death of you, especially halfway through the round. I have this map at number 8 because though I love the map, it is too easy and I always like a challenge when playing zombies, otherwise I get too bored too quick. At number 7 we have Zetsubou No Shima. So a lot of you probably didn't see this one coming, but yes, Zetsubou is actually in my top 10 favourite maps because when choosing this list I went for all aspects of the map. The gameplay, the music, the visuals, the storyline, and way more. With Zetsubou No Shima, I've said this since the map came out, I just love the music. Especially with the ending cutscene music where Takeo is talking to Takeo and eventually cuts his head off in seppuku. This alone makes me want to do the Easter egg and actually complete it every time I play the map. The Easter egg is not the greatest, however. I think it could have been experimented with a little bit more rather than just having us look for 3 cogs. The Masamune is a strenuous task to build and the boss fight is way too easy. The Thrashers are also a problem with this map as their spawn rate is stupidly high. I did a round 50 game on stream a couple months back, and on like round 36 I had 8 Thrashers, which is way too many bosses to have in one round. I've also been one hit down by them with Pugholic, which is something I think needs to be fixed. Other than that, I honestly love the challenge of Zetsubou, and I just love the feel of the map. At number 6, we have Gorod Krovi. Gorod Krovi is one of those maps that I really can't pinpoint why I like it. It is similar to the Giant in terms of the map layout, yet it feels so much bigger. Despite the size, the map has very few training spots which work, which gives the map its difficulty. The wonder weapon is decent and looks amazing, but quickly gets useless as past round 45 you're just shooting marshmallows. The Mangler is probably one of the easiest bosses we have ever had in zombies, as he dies super quick, even on higher rounds. Especially if you're using that dragon shield to kill him with, which by the way is a so much better shield than any of the previous shields we've ever had in zombies. So there is a great balance of a hard map to play but easy bosses to kill, and the weapons for the most part are actually quite balanced. In at number 5 we have Moon. First of all, you get to blow up the Earth. That alone is reason enough to love this map, but outside of the Easter egg, Moon is a unique map which has a lot of cool gameplay aspects. No Man's Land, the Zap Guns, the PES suits, the excavators, and the hacker are just some of the things that make a map like Moon so immersive. The Biodome is a fantastic place to train, and the Cosmonaut boss zombie makes this map very interesting. If you're training, you just run back round to the boss zombie and you'll probably run right into him, screwing yourself over and losing a perk. Either way though, this map in my opinion is a very fun map to play, and it has a lot of great gameplay features to it. In at number 4, we have Mob of the Dead. First off, I want to say that I've only ever played Mob a handful of times, never completed the Easter egg, never been past round 15, never even used the acid gap. However, even though this is the case, it comes in at my number 4 map of all time because it's that good of a map. It's got a great storyline that ties in nicely with the Primus and Ultimus crews. The music on Mob is nicely orchestrated, the prerequisites on the map in order to get to the Pack-a-Punch is a nice task, and overall the feel of the map just feels like a genuine experience. At number 3 we have Ascension. Space Monkeys, Lunar Landers, Matryoshka Dolls, Sickle, Gush Device and the Thunder Gun are just some of the reasons why I love this map. Most people will find the Space Monkeys annoying, and granted that they are, however the sole fact that you have to actually protect your perks every 5 to 6 rounds and kill these Space Monkeys before they steal your perks is a very unique experience to Ascension. I can't think of any other map where we need to actually worry about whether we're going to lose the perk in a few rounds or not. Any other map and you don't lose your perks until you die. Not Ascension. And that's what I love the Space Monkeys for. Of course, this map was the first ever map to feature a full main Easter egg within COD Zombies, which also was a great introduction. Without this map, we may never have had main Easter eggs within Zombies. The one thing I've never understood though about this map, and if you know then please let me know down in the comments below, but what's with the whole black and white screen until the power is turned on? Like, I never understood why they decided to add that feature into this map. In at number 2 is Origins. Similar to Mob of the Dead, Origins is simply a map I haven't played enough of. Even so, this map is at my number 2 spot due to it being such a hype map to play. The music is wonderful, the graphics were actually really good for last gen, and this was the first map for a lot of things like the 2.0 characters, the giant robots, the panzers, and arguably the best wonder weapons of all time, the staffs. I just love the feel of Origins, the way the map is laid out, it really encapsulated me into feeling like I'm actually in the French trenches, and I can only imagine how great this will feel in Zombie Chronicles. Now before we get into the number 1 spot, we're going to go for a couple of honourable mentions. So the first honourable mention we're going to have right here is Kino. Kino is that map for a lot of people where they started playing zombies properly, and because of which this map has a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people. And that rings true for me as well. Unfortunately, I find this map quite basic and almost banal past the round 30 mark. There's nothing to do but to survive, which is like the World at War maps, which is completely fine and I do love playing it, it just doesn't quite reach my top 10. And for the second and last honourable mention we have Shadows of Evil. Good old Shadows of Evil makes another honourable mention. This map is beautiful, like the graphics, inside and out the map everything is to perfection. The music is a nice funky jazz and the characters are great. The wonder weapon is the most powerful weapon to ever exist in all the zombies. The only downside to the Apothecon Servant is that it cannot be legitimately upgraded, which means the ammo is scarce even at full capacity. The Margaret is a great boss for this map, as he is hard to get past in the tight alleyways of Morgue City, which makes it even more worth the clutch when you manage to actually sneak past him. The Civil Protector is also something that is iconic to this map and was later reused in Revelations for the Summoning Keeper. All in all, Shadows of Evil is a great map, but it's a difficult one at that, and there's something about the tedious gameplay of trying to set up which sort of puts me off wanting to play this map constantly. Opening up Pack-a-Punch alone requires 5 different rituals to be completed, which I think is a bit of an arduous task just to have the ability to upgrade your weapons. And at number 1 we have the Eisendrache. This map took me from Prestige 1 to Prestige 8 by the time Zetsubou came out. I absolutely loved playing the Eisendrache every single day during its release, as it was full of little secrets that we as a community needed to uncover. Why is the crow there? Why is there a second gondola? What does the Clock Tower cipher say? Which, by the way, we still haven't deciphered. When this was the newest Zombies map, this honestly felt like a fully fleshed out map, full of tiny Easter eggs, secrets and interesting ciphers that has been discovered along the way. The main Easter egg was the first of its kind, introducing a huge Keeper boss fight, and the 4 bow wonder weapons are brilliant to use and easy to build. This is a unique map, yet it has such an Origins feel to it, so Origins fans will adore this map the way that the Eisendrache fans will do so with Origins. And that concludes my top 10 favourite zombie maps of all time. Let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with any of my choices and explain why. I'm always open to changing this list if I feel like I've missed something out, so please do let me know. Please like the video if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new around here then please go ahead and subscribe for more zombies content, and as always, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.